Well, there is no dream. It is Monday, and we're starting the show late because my headphones went missing, Lauren.
I don't know what you did with them.
I don't know. I had them on Wednesday of last week was our last live show.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I've lost them. But you know what? My bag dumped over in my car.
That's why you had to go back down to your car. I was like, why would they randomly be in his car just loose?
Yeah, because that's why I thought maybe they fell out. But all I found when I went back to look was a cough drop that had come out of my bag, my work bag.
Yeah.
So I threw it at your car.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Yeah, it's now there. But yeah, needless to say, Monday is off to a slow start for us. But I got backup headphones, and we need a Monday morning song for sure to clear off those cobwebs, especially CMS teachers and students who are heading back after a good week off.
Oh, that's cute. CMS is off today.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Would they go back tomorrow?
Work day.
Oh. All right. Well, for the teachers who are half-ass working, here, this is for you. Let's go. Monday. Maney and LauRen, all the hits. Kiss 95.1. LauRen back in the saddle from a trip to Florida.
Yep.
Celebrating Easter on Saturday. Explain.
Yes. So, the kids are none the wiser. They don't know what day Easter is. They rely on you for the calendar.
Right.
And since we were coming home yesterday, I thought it was a good idea to do Easter on Saturday, especially since my mom's neighborhood was doing the kids' Easter egg hunt on Saturday.
Perfect.
So we got up Saturday morning. We went to the Easter egg hunt. The kids did the Easter eggs. We came back, and then they found their baskets from the Easter Bunny.
Right.
Because our Easter Bunny hides their baskets.
Yeah.
So this Easter Bunny makes you work for it.
So they had to go find eggs and then to go find their Easter basket.
Yes.
The whole morning was searching.
And then in their Easter basket was like a bunch of water toys, like beach things too. So that was kind of nice that
good.
the Easter Bunny had some forward thinking to, come so that they could still use those items at the beach and the pool.
He knew that you'd be in Florida, and that's important. Yeah, we had the Easter celebration yesterday, but for some reason, I don't know why, the Easter Bunny brings presents as well. Like the Easter Bunny back in the day when I was younger would just bring a lot of candy, and you would get a chocolate bunny, and then you would take your own peanut butter from home and put it in the chocolate bunny and make a peanut butter cup. Now the Easter Bunny has filled our kids' baskets with toys, and Dean got a sliding mitt for baseball.
Cool.
Ruby got a Squishamallow. The Easter Bunny also, it's almost like the Easter Bunny brings what Santa couldn't fit in his sleigh.
Right.
Because now it's a lot of gifts, too. So not back in my day.
Oh, yeah. Our Easter Bunny brought like Lego sets.
Oh, see?
Some games, reusable water balloons, diving things for the pool.
Not when you were a kid. You're talking now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
No, you're right. We got like Peeps and like...
Because that's what our parents told the Easter Bunny to bring. Right. No presents for these kids.
And Cadbury eggs.
Yeah. Oh,
which,
okay.
by the way, I didn't get this year, and I'm really upset about that.
Well, and then we celebrated yesterday. Amanda's family came over, and we had an early birthday celebration for myself and my son, Dean. My birthday's on the 25th. His is on the 24th, so that was the only day we can get together. We cooked a bunch of steaks and ate outside. It was beautiful. So that was our weekend.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you see that Pope Francis has passed away?
Oh, yeah, Pope Francis passed away. I saw that this morning. Yep. Yeah, but how can I think about the Pope, even as a Catholic, when I can't find my headphones?
Right. I was surprised because not only, obviously, they let him out of the hospital, but he did parts of Easter service yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a Jubilee year.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yep, there you go. So Pope Francis has passed away. Now they'll find a new Pope with the whole smoke and that whole thing. Trust me, I'm Catholic. I know how it works. All right.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Maney and LauRen. Don't go anywhere. Holy cow. I was just reading Red Robin's passes for their bottomless burgers were harder to get than Taylor Swift tickets.
Really?
You probably don't know this. Red Robin's not on your radar like it is for me.
No, but there is one down by my house.
Clucks and fries, baby.
I think I've only been to a Red Robin maybe twice, 3 times in my life, and one of them was with you.
Yeah. I love me some Red Robin. Anyway, they announced last week that they're selling bottomless burger passes, which would get you a burger and a bottomless side for every day of the month for only $20, but you had to buy the pass. Well, as expected, with that news, everything sold out instantly. And even worse, their website crashed. So many people weren't even able to get the satisfaction of seeing that they were too late and couldn't even get it. The website just crashed, like getting Taylor Swift tickets. A few people did get through, but were mistakenly charged $682, the maximum value of the promotion. Those charges have since been reversed.
What a mess.
Red Robin never said how many of the passes they were selling, only that there were a limited number that would go, quote, quickly. Some Red Robin fans were super frustrated and vented on social media. One person said, I spent literally an hour refreshing for the burger pass. This was way harder than it was to get my daughter tickets to Taylor Swift.
That's funny. You know, it is a really, really good deal, though. $20 for what would cost you 600 and what?
83,
yeah.
82.
It's great. Almost $700.
And that not only were you getting a burger, you get a bottomless side.
Heck yeah.
Every day. Anyway, someone else reiterated how difficult it was to get the passes and said it was literally easier to get Taylor Swift tickets than to go get the Red Robin Burger Pass. Red Robin did apologize for the site going down, saying we did everything we could to anticipate interest in the bottomless Burger Pass. Imagine, I know President Trump likes McDonald's, but imagine if he was a Red Robin fan. He'd be in the Oval Office today right now. And he would be signing something into order like he did for Ticketmaster. Did you see Kid Rock was in the Oval Office?
Yep.
He don't play. He'd say, that's it. Make sure that website never crashes again. I want my bottomless burgers. But he likes his from McDonald's. Where did I go the other day? I went to Burger King and got that foot-long chicken sandwich that I love so much.
You love that thing.
Oh, I love that thing.
We had McDonald's last night.
Yeah.
Coming home from, just late nights. And I was like, oh, man.
What'd you get?
I mean, I just got chicken nuggets and fries. I actually got a kid's meal because I was like, I'm not that hungry.
Yeah.
And, when you eat that late and it sits on your stomach, especially fast food. Whew.
Yeah. What was it? I think it was an SNL skit where the guy, Mikey Day, was playing a character and he had a McDonald's number 2 tattooed on his chest. That was really funny. All right, lots to do today. Don't forget $1,000. We're going to kiss your bills goodbye at 8 a.m. this morning. And Love and Life Music Fest tickets at 7:20. You're going to go VIP style with Maney and LauRen. I want to say thanks once again if you're listening to the show in Charlotte for voting us Charlotte's Best of the Best. We can't thank you enough. A B.O.B. award from Charlotte Magazine, the premier Best of the Best list in the city. Best morning radio program, Maney and LauRen. Thank you. If you listen to us in Augusta and Fayetteville, thank you so much for giving us some time. We throw things at you and make you think. Things like, is it littering if you throw fruit out the window?
Oh, I think it depends on what it is, maybe?
Apple core.
No.
Banana peel.
Yes. Because an animal wouldn't eat that.
Would an animal eat it?
It would have to wait until it broke down.
Would an animal not eat a banana peel?
I don't think so.
Orange peels.
A dog would definitely roll in it, but...
Yeah, filthy. Orange peel. Same as banana peel?
No, I feel like something might eat that.
Something might eat the orange peel, but not the banana peel.
Yeah.
I'm driving the other day, and we're at a stoplight, and to the right of me is woods. Mm-hmm. And I said to Dean, he's sitting in the front seat, I go, buddy, throw the apple out the window. And he goes, no, Dad, we're not going to litter. I go, Dean, it's not littering. It's recycling. That'll feed a fox or a raccoon,
right. Mm-hmm.
something, And he's like, no, I'm not throwing it. I'm not littering. I was like, Dean, throw the freaking apple out the window because we're about to go back to the house. Uh-huh. And, I don't want to carry the thing back to the house. I don't want it sitting in the car while we're running around errands and stuff.
Yeah.
I said, just throw it out the window. He's like, no. And he wouldn't throw it out the window. And I'm sitting here trying. Yeah, good for him.
No, I just mean for not
sticking
being
up
able,
for Mother Earth.
But not being able to be pressured out of something either.
Right.
You know what I mean? That way, I know it's just an apple now, but if he's with his friends and his friends are like, come on, let's do it. Maybe he'll be strong enough to stand up for himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
stand up for what he believes in.
I like to play the game. One call says it all, where you call in and you tell us whether or not throwing fruit out the window is considered littering, or any food for that matter. I mean, isn't littering things that can't be eaten, like water bottles, cigarettes, trash. Like, if you throw a French fry from McDonald's out the window, that's not littering. But if you throw the container out the window, that's littering. Am I right?
So I do agree with you, but I'm not so firm in my beliefs that I can't be swayed.
All right. One call says it all right now. Give us a shout, 704-570-9595. The first call you get through, and our guy AJ, go ahead, AJ, grab the calls and see what the first caller says, whether or not it's littering if you throw food out the window. So, by the way, here, you want to know the caveat? That was over the weekend. I get in the car today. Guess what's in my door?
The apple's
the
still
apple
there.
core. Because I forgot when I got back to the house to tell him to throw it away.
Yeah.
And he didn't take it out. So let's see who we have on our one call panel. Ivy. Good morning, Ivy. Ivy? Or Livy?
Libby.
Oh, hi, Livy. Sorry. How are you, Livy?
Good. How are you?
You're our one call who says it all.
It's not littering to throw food out. However, if you throw it out by the road, that's a problem because then the animals come and they get hit.
Right. It's got, like, if you're going to do it, it's got to be like, if you're on a country road, maybe in a field, that kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Livy, you just Bambied me. I thought I was in the clear here, throwing the food out to feed the animals, But you're right,
Yeah.
I guess. And also, if it gets too close to the road, maybe the animals won't even come because of the noise.
No, they will come. They'll just, it will be very sad.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Livy. So what about a banana peel? Loren says that is littering.
Squirrels eat banana peels. I throw them in my backyard. I watch them eat them, yeah.
There you go. And Loren, you should know that. You're a squirrelologist.
Yeah, not anymore.
Thanks,
there is
Libby.
a full-on, headhunt going on at my house.
Oh, really? Are they attacking the home?
Yes, they're in the attic and they're eating things.
Well, that's because you let one in your house one time. Now all of his friends are like, we want to get in.
Yeah, now
we
they
want to
think
see
it's
what's what.
a hotel striker.
It's a funny thing. Cameron, our program director, was traveling to Mexico. And so I was here. Loren, you were gone. Big Al was in town. Brad, the engineer's in town. And these are all people that know how to fix things and work the radio station. And so I heard something that was old playing on Friday. And I was like, oh, Cameron's not there. Big Al, I don't think was in yet. So I was like, screw it. I had to come to Pineville anyway on Friday, near the radio station. So I just drove up here and I fixed it myself and made sure some other things were running. But, and I didn't text Cam because she's on vacation.
Right.
I just
That was
handled
very
it
nice.
myself. But not only that, but one of our sister stations was real staticky on Thursday as I'm driving around. And so I reached out to the program director, Incog. I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. He's like, yeah, they're working on the towers. They're always working on the towers.
Yeah, I know. There's always something going on.
Always something going on. But anyway, I came in and I fixed it, and I felt like I was the program director of the radio station again. Not that I ever want that duty because I couldn't be a program director.
I couldn't either.
I can manage our show, but to manage the show and then the entire station after that.
You're just putting out fires all day long.
Well, not only that, but you got to pick the music. I'm horrible at that.
Yeah.
I pick songs that I think are going to be big, and I never hear them again. I hear them once, and then I never hear them again, Plus, my only time I was a program director was at a radio station at my college station. It was probably my sophomore year, maybe my junior year, and nobody ever wanted to do that job because you were in charge of making the schedule.
And then everyone gets mad at you.
Yeah, right. Everyone gets mad, or if somebody didn't show up for their shift,
Then
they
you
call
gotta cover
you.
it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a college radio station. There's not 6 people listening. There's 4. Let's be honest.
I have a hangover too today. Could you just drag yourself in, please?
No one's listening. So the thing that annoyed me about my college radio station was we had these CDs. It was called the Hit List CDs, and we would get them every week, and they were the top songs in all of the genres. Top 40, hip hop, R&B, country. It would be the top 3 songs would come on these discs.
So your station played everything.
So
your college
because
station.
it was up to the individual DJ to pick
kind of show
what they wanted to,
do, yeah.
which was fine. I was like, that's fine. But can we at least listen to the song coming in to do your shift so that, and you had 2-hour shifts. so that if the DJ before you played, let's say Tupac was big in 1996, if it played a Tupac song or the new Snoop, like don't play that as your first song.
Right.
It just played 4 minutes ago. Dude, nobody could get that concept. So finally, me and this other guy, Stan his name was, Stan and I said, that's it. We're coming up with a playlist, and you will have to follow the playlist.
Oh.
We called a meeting. And the teacher who was in charge of the radio station just let me die. She let me sink on my own. She knew it wasn't going to work, but she's like,
teaching you life lessons right then and there.
That's it.
Yep.
I go, Donna. She ran the radio station. I said, Donna, I think I want to do a playlist. She goes, a playlist.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, like that hasn't been tried 50 times
Right.
before, you know? And she's like, all right, call a meeting and let them know you're going to do a playlist. And I'd like to see the playlist. So we picked like different songs, country songs. Like, they came off the list, right?
Sure.
And we were like, you have to follow the list. The people, when we called the meeting, I was like, this is the good news. You won't have to think about what you're going to play. It's just on the list and you play it. I almost had things thrown at me. I think 8 people walked out right then and there. And there was like 12 on the staff. So that only lasted a little while. Then we just went back to play whatever you want.
Okay, well, wait, don't leave. Don't leave. I was just kidding. You can play whatever you want.
I was I was the one that cared so much about radio. Like I had already done an internship with Howard Stern. I was probably working at Z100, one of the biggest top 40 stations in the country, you know, like the format we have here. And I thought I was in. I thought I was it, you know, and they turned to me to lead them, and I couldn't lead them. So I don't want to be a program director. In fact, Justin Chase, who is the head of programming here for the Beasley Media Group, talked to me a while ago. And, you know, he's like, I love your passion for the show. I love the way you manage the show and stuff. Why don't you ever think about becoming a program director? And I told him that story. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if we have any openings anyway. Just joining us. The Pope passed away early this morning at the age of 88. A lot of Catholics thought that Pope Francis was one of the more easy-leaning popes. Accepting. A couple popes before that, a little more firm. So now there's going to be a conclave, they call it, LauRen, where they'll pick a new pope. Did you see the movie?
I don't think I saw the movie. Although
you would remember if you saw the Pope movie.
I do know that they do the smoke once they've picked a new pope.
Right. Like LauRen does. Once she purchases something from Amazon, she lets the smoke out of her chimney so that we all know that a purchase has been made.
Right.
Now, is that why, Dallas, your husband left you at the restaurant? Why would your husband leave you at the restaurant? What did you do to make him mad?
Like, legit left me at this restaurant. Okay. So I'm going to have to Tarantino this a little bit because it's very cause and effect.
Okay.
Okay.
We're following along.
So I think it was at some point last week, we were in the pool on vacation, and it's me, my mom, and my husband, and we're talking about all of the old bars that we used to go to in Fort Lauderdale. And at some point, I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be fun to do like a town tour and go to all the old places? Just have one drink at each place, but they're all like kind of dive bar-y. Mm-hmm. So we were going to call it the Tour de Pearl.
Right, because that's your alter ego when you drink.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So we were like, yeah, let's do it. So we go out Thursday night. We hit the Elbow Room. We go to Coconuts. We go to Quarter Deck. This means nothing to you if you've never been to Fort Lauderdale.
Are these places that you and Dallas, like when you first started dating, you would go to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blondie's. So we hit all these bars, and we only missed one that we really wanted to go to. So we have dinner reservations pretty late. It's like 8:15.
By the way, is it the three of you?
This is the three of us doing the Tour de Pearl, and then we're going to end at Houston's and have dinner at Houston's. So we get to Houston's. I order a dirty martini. Dallas does too. We're waiting for our table out on the dock, and Dallas starts to like kind of space out a little bit. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe he was just tired.
Yeah.
And we sit down at the table, and my mom and I are having a conversation about what we're going to order. And Dallas is like white, spaced out. We're like, hey.
Were you guys drinking a lot?
We just did the Tour de Pearl.
Had Pearl come out?
No, Pearl was not out.
Okay.
But Pearl put like a hurting on Dallas, clearly.
Okay.
So we look at him, we're like, you good? And he goes, no, I'm not. And I go, well, what's wrong? He goes, I don't feel right. So with that, he goes, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Okay. He gets up, goes to the bathroom. My mom and I order food, get another round of drinks. And we're sitting there, and it's been like 10 minutes. And I'm like, where is this cat? I'm going to go check on him just to make sure he's okay. Now, mind you, my husband is like testosterone through the roof. This could be a moving furniture trap, okay?
Okay, right.
So I open the door to the men's room and I go, Dal, nothing.
Yeah.
Dallas, crickets.
Crickets.
I go, woman coming in.
All right, now you're concerned.
Now I'm concerned.
Yeah.
He could be passed out in there. I don't know. So I go into the men's room. There is nobody in the men's room. There's not one soul in the men's room.
No Dallas, no John, no Brian, no Rob.
Nobody. So I come out. I go out to the front of the restaurant to see if like maybe he went to go get some air. No Dallas. I go back to the table and I go, I can't find him. So I call his cell phone. He answers and I go, where the hell are you? He goes, I'm in a cab. What? I was like, you left? He's like, yeah, the smell of the food was making me nauseous and I had to leave.
Ah.
I was like, maybe throw your wife a message saying that you're about to Irish goodbye. I don't know. I was like, I had to come look for you.
When was he going to text you to tell you that he had left?
I don't know. I go, how are you going to get in the house? You don't even have keys with you.
And?
He had to get buzzed in by a neighbor. It was a whole thing.
Was he okay, though?
He was okay. But so then that night, so we get the food, go home behind him. And he's like, no, you guys stay. And I'm like, no, if you're saying you don't feel right, I'm not just going to leave you. So we go home. He's already in bed. This poor dude, I woke him up 4 times, like every 2 hours. And I'm like, can you move your hands? Can you smile? Like making sure he's not like having a heart attack or a stroke or something like that.
He just drank too much.
I know, but he couldn't tell me what was wrong. He just kept saying, I don't feel right.
Right.
And I'm like, are you dizzy? Does your stomach hurt? Like, do you feel like you're going to throw up? What is it? And he's like, I just don't feel right. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. He couldn't. So the next morning, he felt right.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, sometimes guys can't
articulate what's happening.
Exactly what is going on with us health-wise.
I'm going, you're sleeping with our son. That would be very traumatic for him if you did not wake up in the morning. Because at some point he was like, can you stop waking me up? I'm fine. And I'm like, no, I need to make sure you're okay.
You're so thorough with everything. All right, it's time for the official Maney and LauRen Morning Show game of the day. LauRen, we have, how many clues are there? 4, right?
There's 4 words in each group. And you have to tell us what those words have in common.
Got to be smart for this game.
Yeah, the first one's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
JP, good morning.
Good morning.
JP, are you smart?
Not really.
Yeah. What'd you get on your SAT?
Oh, I don't remember. It wasn't.
Yeah, nothing to brag about like me. I told my dad what I got on the SAT, and he goes, well, how'd you do in math? I go, no, Dad, that was the combined score.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, sometimes it just comes to you, JP. So LauRen's going to give you the words, and you tell us what they all have in common. I'll play along as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start with an easy one, or I think as easy as they get, okay? Wheelbarrow, car, iron, and a hat.
Oh, forget, this is impossible.
These are hard.
Wait a minute.
And
I was
this
going
is
to
the
say
easiest out of all of them, I think.
I was going to say things with wheels, wheelbarrow, car, iron, and a hat.
Yeah.
All right, let's think
So
this
it's only
through.
one of them, right?
Let's think this through. What do all 4 of those things have in common? Give us the
wheelbarrow?
answer so that we have an idea.
Monopoly pieces. Right? This is hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You use them outside working out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true.
All right.
That is true.
All right. Try again.
All right. These are all so hard. Okay. Salt, ice, vanilla, and post.
Oh, easy. Got it.
No way you got this.
Ice, vanilla, Coke.
Yep.
Salt,
Doing a drink?
Nope.
salt, ice, vanilla, post.
Nope.
I know the answer, and I even think this is difficult.
Ice cream? Oh.
Nope. Not ice cream. I'm going to guess, LauRen.
Okay.
They're wrappers.
They are rappers.
There you go. See?
Salt?
Salt and pepper.
Yep.
Vanilla or iced tea, ice cube. You take your
Rappers'
pick.
first names.
Vanilla ice. And what was the last one?
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you that one since I got it.
All right, I'm going to take one of these out. The next ones, we're just going to do 3 words because I
Okay.
think the 4th word makes it a little bit more confusing.
It's too early to think this hard.
Okay. Jerry, Mighty, and Speedy are all names. I'll help you here.
Oh. They're Mighty Mouse. A mouse.
They're mice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
All fictional mice.
It's hard, too, because JP's probably driving. He can't write them down. I'm writing them down.
Right.
You know?
All right. And then the last one, I'll give you one more.
Okay.
One more. Even though he got it, so he's in. Eggs, money, cheating.
Eggs, money, cheating.
What do those things have in common? Eggs,
This is so hard.
money, cheating. Is there a fourth one that you're not giving us?
Love.
Love. Eggs, money,
Love.
cheating.
But I think love makes it more confusing.
Okay. Eggs, money, cheating.
Eggs, money, love, cheating.
Think about, so Easter just passed, right?
Right.
You do something with the eggs.
Oh, you're hiding. Things you hide.
Things you hide.
There you go.
You're welcome for that hint.
Oof.
Yeah.
So bury
Hard
that
game,
game.
JP.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. You're the big winner, okay?
Hey, all right. Thank you.
And you should be proud to win the official Maney and LauRen Morning Show game of the day. It's
It
no
wasn't
joke.
easy.
It's no joke. Although whether or not you won it is up for debate. We don't need to go through all the details.
Nobody walks away a loser.
The hard part's getting through.
But there you go. Well, thanks for getting through, and congratulations. You've got a pair of 3-day passes, VIP style, to the Love and Life Music Fest, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Just remember your best friends are...
Yep. Maney and LauRen.
There you go.
All right,
Got
hang
that one
on.
right. That's the important one.
Yeah. Stephanie, welcome to the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. Stephanie.
Oh, well, it'd help if I pushed the phone line down.
That's okay. It's a Monday.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Hey, Stephanie, welcome to the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. You are playing Can't Beat LauRen today.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Is this your first time?
It is my second time.
All right, let's see. Can you do any better than the last time?
I hope so. Yes, I will.
All right, throw LauRen out of the studio, Stephanie.
Get out, LauRen.
I'm going.
Intern AJ put together today's questions. Let's see how you do, Stephanie. LauRen is out of the studio now. She's gone. Door's closed. Here we go. She can't hear these questions. So let's get off. Question number 1, Bianca Sensory and her ex, nicknamed Yee, were recently seen together in Spain amidst breakup rumors. Who is her man?
Who was it again? Say that again, Manny.
Yeah, so Bianca Sensory and her ex, nicknamed Yee, were recently seen together in Spain amid breakup rumors. Who is he? Yee. He calls himself that.
Is it Kanye West?
Question number 2. Elizabeth Hurley seems to confirm dating rumors with Miley Cyrus's father after posting a cheek kiss picture on Easter. Who is he? Who's Miley's dad?
Billy Ray.
Question number 3. He just made history as the first ever 17-time WWE World Champion, who's a wrestler who turned actor who's known for saying, "You can't see me." One of the latest wrestlers to become an actor.
Cena. What's
All
his
right,
name?
I'll
John?
take that. That's fine. Cena's all I need. Question number 4. The Minecraft movie caused chaos in theaters with fans shouting, "Chicken jockey!" What Kung Fu Panda actor made a surprise appearance to calm the crowd down?
Oh, my goodness.
3. Was recently on SNL. 2. 1. Okay.
Masters?
All right.
Masters with you?
And then question number 5. Speaking of actors, this actor who played Killmonger in Black Panther just won the North American box office this past weekend in his new movie, Sinners. What handsome celebrity actor is that? 3.
Is it Seinfeld?
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld. We'll go with that.
Okay. Come on in, LauRen. AJ just fell out of his chair, but we're okay.
Why?
For one of her answers. All right.
Okay.
Stephanie did okay. She got 3 correct. So let's find out if the questions are hard today or Steph was just off her game. Let's do it, LauRen.
Okay.
Bianca Sensory and her ex, nicknamed Yee, were recently seen together in Spain, even though there's breakup rumors. Who is that mysterious artist she's with?
Kanye.
Kanye is the answer we were looking for. She knew that one as well, so
Okay.
it's 1-1. And Elizabeth Hurley seems to confirm dating rumors with Miley Cyrus's dad after posting a cheek kiss picture on Easter. Who's Miley's father?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray is right. 2-2. Question 3, he just made history as the first ever 17-time WWE World Champion. Who's the wrestler turned actor who's known for saying, "You can't see me"? Yeah, you're not going to know this.
I know The Rock is. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? But I
Do
don't
you
know.
know any other WWE wrestlers? 3, 2, 1. All right, no answer there. The answer is John Cena.
Okay.
And guess what? Stephanie got that one right.
She
So
did?
it's 3-2.
Okay.
Ren. 3-2. Stephanie, I mean. Ooh.
You can't Cena me?
Question number 5. The Minecraft movie caused chaos in theaters with fans shouting, "Chicken jockey!" What Kung Fu Panda actor made a surprise appearance to calm the crowd down?
Jack Black.
That's the answer we were looking for. Jack Black. She did not have an answer there, so it's 3-3, Ren. 3-3. And Ren, you have question number 5. If you get it right, then you win outright. This actor who played Killmonger in Black Panther just won the North American box office this weekend with the new movie Sinners. Who is that movie star?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is the answer we were looking for. She said Seinfeld. What kind of answer is that? I wasn't in Sinners. Unfortunately, that was incorrect. So final score, Lauren 4 and Stephanie 3.
Stephanie, good job. I mean, I think they were a little hard.
Thank you.
All right. You know what we want to hear before we let you go.
I'm Stephanie, and I can't beat Lauren. Thanks, y'all.
All right, have a
Thanks
great
for
day,
playing.
Stephanie. Don't go too far. We're going to hook you up with $1,000 to kiss your bills goodbye. It's the age-old question. We love hearing your stories, so please get ready to share. How'd you hurt yourself doing something kids normally do? 704-570-9595. What were you doing? Maybe you were playing with your kids and you hurt yourself. They did it no problem, but when you attempted it, what was your injury? 704-570-9595. Ren, you see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Over our weekend, I was at the park with my kids and the dog and my wife, and I wanted to show off because they had the monkey bars. And I remember nothing better than getting on the monkey bars and spinning round and round. So I was trying to show Dean how to do it, and because Dean was going, I like to go on the monkey bar. I like to go forwards to do a spin over the bar.
Okay.
I like to go forward, not like I don't like to pull myself under and go that way. If I do a flip, I like to flip forward.
You can fit through those rungs?
So maybe I'm explaining the monkey bars wrong. It's the it's the bar where you have it's like this. It looks like it almost looks like an H, and you go and you flip over them. You know what I'm talking about? And then there's different sizes. There's a lower one and then a higher one.
Yeah, they're more like parallel bars.
Parallel bars? Is that what you call them?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're more like that.
So I got up and I was like, all right, I'm turning 50 in a couple days, but screw it. I still remember how to do this. Like I see the park and I'm like, I can do this. So I get up. I pull myself up to the bar, which is already step 1 for a 50-year-old, and I flip forward and I come down and I'm like, yes.
Got it. Nailed it.
Nailed it. And the kids didn't see it. Amanda did, and she was like on the phone to call 911.
Yeah.
But I pulled it off. So then Dean comes over and I go, "Bud, you see my flip?" He goes, "No, let me do it." So I try and show him how to do it, but he's not doing it right. He's not getting his hands right.
Okay.
So I was like spitting on my hands. I go,
Ew.
Let the Olympians show you how to make this happen. So I get back up on the bars again. And as usual, just like the radio show, I do one too much. One call too many.
Oh, no.
One word too much. I get up, I do another flip over, and I feel something pull in my back, and I'm like, ow.
Why would you do it?
I wanted to show him that I pulled it off once and that Dad's still an athlete. And I hurt my back doing whatever I did, flipping over the second time. I should have left it on the first time.
Great job.
And then I tried to boost Ruby up, but I pulled something even more in my back. I couldn't do it. How'd you hurt yourself as an adult doing something that kids would normally do? For me, it was the parallel bars. What was it for you? 704-570-9595. You know what we'll hear, Ren? No doubt we're going to hear stories about trampolines.
Oh, 110%.
The trampoline seems like so much fun. Then you get in there, and next thing you know, you're hurt.
Yep.
Oh, it's awful. All right, get to us, 704-570-9595. AJ standing by to answer your calls on how you hurt yourself doing something a kid normally does. I pulled my back on the parallel bars. The first time I did it at the playground, no problems. The second time I went over to show off for the kids again, because they missed it the first time, I pulled something in my back, and I still feel it, Lauren. It's like square in the middle of my back. I'm going to have to go to the chiropractor and get it looked at.
That stinks. I am so sorry.
I know. I was trying to be a show-off. You ever injure yourself doing something with the kids?
Oh, 100%. But it's usually the kids who injure me.
Yeah. Somebody said we were trying to somebody texted in. This is funny. They said they were trying to see how hard their son's BB gun was, if the BB's really hurt. So I had my son fire the BB gun at me, and I had a huge welt in my hand for about 3 days. Let's say good morning to Megan. Hey, Megan.
Hey, how you doing?
We're good. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
Well, we're all great till we try and do something that the kids do. We try and do it as an adult because we remember doing it as a kid, and it doesn't turn out.
Yeah, that's me most of the time, I feel like.
What happened?
So, me and my siblings, most of my siblings were all a lot older, and then my parents had a surprise baby when I was 13. So we have a much younger sister, and we were all in our 20s, and she was about 10, and my brother was visiting. He was living in Spain at the time. He's in the Navy. And so we were like, oh, we want to do something fun. So we went to a trampoline park.
Oh, boy.
And I know you guys said you're definitely going to hear stories about trampolines, and I was like, yep. So, I mean, I'm not the most in-shape person. None of us really are. But we were like, let's do this. Like, this is going to be fun. And so we were jumping around, having a good time. And then there's, like, a section of the trampoline park where you can, like, play dodgeball. Mm-hmm. And all of us ended up facing up against a whole team of small children. And we were like, we got this. And these kids ended up unleashing on us.
Just owning you.
Around, and we were trying to knock them out, and they were just knocking us out one by one. And I ended up falling on one of the pieces that didn't have the trampoline, and I busted my shoulder. And I had to be out for the rest of the day and just cheer everybody on from the sidelines.
And you'll never forget that day.
Nope.
Oh nope, burned into my memory forever.
There you go.
Hand
Thanks,
into
man.
your elbow or wherever you fell on.
Here's what the kids were saying at the trampoline park that night, Lauren. Thank you very much, Russell Crowe. Hey, Jeremiah, you got hurt on a trampoline?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, you called that one. I have 3 sons, so of course they asked me to go on the trampoline a lot. Well, back in my day, I was very athletic. Run across country, did all that, and I used to do flips a lot. So they dared me to do 3 backflips. It went something like this. The first one was great. The second one was great. The third one, my leg goes into the hole in the trampoline, bends my knee completely backwards.
Oh.
And I was down for about 2 months.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you got to know when to stop.
Jeremiah, you're like me. We went too far. Like Loren said, you got to know when to stop. It's that instinct, right?
Yeah, you got that right, brother.
Yeah, but we get the rush, the adrenaline rush. A couple text messages coming in. Tore my Achilles tendon playing the children's game where you jump over a red light at Chuck E. Cheese. Tore an Achilles playing a game at Chuck E. Cheese. Someone said they got hurt on a pogo stick. Somebody else said they flipped their son's tricycle trying to ride it. Shows me that I shouldn't have been on it in the first place.
You know what?
Ended up with 6 stitches.
I watch my kids flip their scooters, and I think I'm all set.
Yeah, smart thing. Stay away, Loren. It's come to our attention that our buddy Big Al is rocking the Meta glasses.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
y'all
look
like
good.
that?
How
Y'all like 'em?
sophisticated. Yeah.
You know, what's something cool? Nice little. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, do you have lenses in there for prescription, or are they blue light, or did you just get them for the Meta abilities?
So I got them mainly for the Meta abilities, but because I'm a multifaceted person, I said I want this everywhere. So I got the transition lenses. So it's going to be good outside as sunglasses, or I can bring them in as
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What else can the Meta glasses do? I know, like, you can go live and, like,
Yeah, you
record.
can go live, you can record videos, you can take pictures.
Record us right now.
Alrighty.
Do you hit a
about
button,
this.
or you just talk to it?
I can either talk to it or I'm going to hit a button. I'm going to talk to it
Yeah,
because we're on
talk
the
to it.
radio. Hey, Meta, record a video.
And now you can hear something in your ear.
Hold on, I don't think it did it. Hey, Meta, you know what? Hey, Meta, record a video.
She did it that time. Okay.
So you see something. You see like your lenses then become like a screen, and you can see something.
No, my vision doesn't change, but I can go back. I have an app, and I'll be able to go check on there, and I can import all the videos. And
I get that, but how do you hear, like LauRen said, how do you hear the prompt that she did what you asked her to do, or Meta did?
I think that there's a speaker back by your ear, but it didn't hear him say it because he's got his cans on his earphones.
I got you.
Yeah,
so nothing ever shows
audio.
up on the lenses, like it doesn't show up like a screen, is what I'm saying.
As a like user, the only thing you'll get is like a little blink of like a color.
I'm waving. Hi, Al.
That's not gonna do it.
Are you recording me? Aren't you?
You are.
Yeah. I was
So
just
if you're
saying
looking
hi.
at him, then he'll be able to see it.
So you get music too,
Yes,
you
I can play
load
my
your
Apple
playlist?
Music. Yup, everything. I can play radio. All of that.
That would be great for people watching. I just came back from Florida and legit, my mom and I would sit at like dinner and would be like, oh my gosh, look at these two. Like it was just like every 30 seconds, somebody interesting was walking down the street. But at that point, you could just be like, hey, Meta, record.
Are they connected to your phone?
Yeah.
Through the Facebook app?
Yup. You have to like connect it all through. I said, you know what? Sure. Y'all got it. I'm going to just go ahead and link everything together.
Was that hard?
No, not really.
The Meta glasses, dude.
And they're cool. They're
cool.
Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
They cool. I like them.
What's the temperature in the room?
Hey, Meta, what's the temperature?
Does she know?
64 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it feels like it.
No, that's got to be outside.
Oh, really? It's freezing in here. Yeah, those glasses are cool, man. Were they expensive?
Oh, it's still going. Okay.
Oh. Were they,
I heard they're a grip,
what?
the glasses.
What do you mean a grip? Like a grand?
Like a lot.
Yeah, they are. Y'all, I didn't pay for these outright, baby. I'm making payments.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
What?
Don't lose them.
Oh, no, I don't play that.
You got
I
insurance?
don't play that. Insurance is extra, so I did not get that. I think it's staying by my side.
Big Al's Meta glasses. I love it. So sophisticated of you, Big Ed.
You know, I like them. Y'all know I think I'm a secret agent already as it is, so I'm just already out here like.
I love it. I love it. They come in handy.
They do.
There
They
you go.
really do.
Don't be letting anybody else wear them.
People's heads is big.
I
And you're
know,
not about
they
to be stretching my glasses
stretch it out,
It's not going to
change
fit
it.
the same.
Yeah,
Can't
different
do that.
skin, like
do that.
grease and stuff. And leave them to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Meta glasses. Thanks, Al. Let me see his package. We're in here messing with Big Al's Meta glasses, and I asked him if the Meta glasses will see under clothes, and he said, "Man, you got to be crazy to want it to do that." Can you imagine? I wouldn't
No.
trust anybody. Meta, let me see under the pants. Meta, let me see his package.
Let me
Oh my
take these off. 'Cause
gosh.
don't be messing my meta up.
Does she only listen to you, like a Siri?
I don't know. I haven't tried to see if anybody else could get her to.
Yeah.
But did you have to set up like your voice commands?
It was simple. I don't even think they cared about all of that. They was just like, we hear a voice, we recognize what you're trying to say, and then we're going to move on.
See, I'm not 100% comfortable with Al wearing the Meta glasses in here doing commercial and
'Cause you don't
songs.
know.
Sometimes our conversation isn't worthy for on air,
Oh.
and you're going to be recording everything.
Like a secret agent.
Yeah.
How long does it record for? Like from the time you tell it to the time you tell it to stop? Or is it like 30-second increments?
So you can do it in increments. They have, I think, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then 3 minutes.
Make sure you come straight to Big Al because he's got everything on record when
I
his
got the
glasses
tea.
are
I
on.
got the tea for you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
Really?
Record my conversation.
Wear those things to our meetings and stuff so we can play it back.
Yeah.
Hey, the craziest things that TSA has spotted in people's luggage. They revealed this on their Insta account. The government agency is known for, taking a lot of things from people, including they tried to take a cake from LauRen. She said, that ain't happening. I'm
Nope.
taking this cake on. And TSA bowed down
It
to
is
her.
food, sir.
Let's see. TSA spotted in people's carry-ons in the last 8 months. Here we go. You ready?
Well, you just told us about somebody who was trying to smuggle ants not too long ago.
Right. Yes, that wasn't TSA who caught them.
crazy.
That was the government over in Kenya. And what did I say? The ant, like the queen ant, was like worth almost $300 or something like that. Because let's be honest.
A little queen ant worth $300?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad to know.
What are you gonna do? Go over there and bring some back? There's ants everywhere around here.
I wonder how much an American queen ant would like.
I think
be
they're
worth.
They're everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. But listen, hey, let's focus on the TSA
let's
and
get
get
back
off the
to it.
Queen Ants. Stop trying to make a buck.
Hmm.
Here we go. TSA, their social media team, created some posts to show all the contraband that they've collected from passengers. Colorful throwing stars. That's right. The Chinese throwing stars that are popular.
That's a weapon.
Yes. That was found in someone's suitcase at the
Confiscated.
Baltimore International Airport.
Confiscated.
Cash in a slow cooker. $10,000 cash was inside a slow cooker inside a suitcase. The TSA says that the stash was caught by the X-ray machine at Boston Airport. Now, you're allowed to bring cash through, LauRen, but I think it has to be under 10K,
yes.
right?
So I'm going to incriminate myself for a second here, but
Ooh, good stuff. Turn your glasses on,
Yeah.
Al.
I think it's a statute of limitations where enough time has passed now where we couldn't get in trouble for this. But when I worked for Kersner in Atlantis, I was down at the casino in the Bahamas with a couple of my girlfriends, and one of my girlfriends won $10,000 at casino events. Okay, so when she was bringing it back through, she took it in cash, and she broke it up into like increments of like $2,000, $3,000, and everybody had to take a piece. We had it shoved in books, we had it in shoes, we had it everywhere.
Nice. I can't believe you got off the island without spending yours.
It wasn't mine. It was hers. But, you mean,
Your
I still had to
portion.
give it back to her afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you'd been thirsty and spent it.
She just asked us to be her mules.
In Philadelphia, the TSA said they found a bunch of knives hidden in a Darth Vader bear, a bear that looked like Darth Vader. There was a suitcase that had so many maggots in it in LaGuardia Airport. They had to throw it out, obviously. A snake in a hard drive at TSA in Miami.
What is y'all doing? A snake and a hard drive?
Yeah, a passenger.
Nothing good can come from that.
They saw the movie Snakes on a Plane and tried to sneak it past the TSA in Miami, but they got busted. Some other travelers have dropped off, were busted. Somebody tried to bring a bazooka on a plane.
Come on.
I didn't even think those were real. I thought that was a movie gun. A bazooka, a hairbrush that was really a knife, a blade glove like Freddy Krueger. And someone in Maine tried to sneak a harpoon past TSA. Come on. I feel like everybody who tried to get something through TSA has never been to the airport before.
Like, did you just think they were going to let you walk on with that? A harpoon?
It's not making sense.
King Trident?
Whose bag is this? It's mine. That's my harpoon. I'm about to take out a whale if you don't mind.
Am I the a-hole? I always say if you have to ask the question, you might be. But we got this DM, and she doesn't say not to use her name, but I don't know that I want to use it.
Okay.
Okay. She says, hey, guys, I'm pregnant with our third baby. The first two were named after my husband's family. And this one, he is letting me pick the name. It's a boy, and I just love the name Jason. The thing is, Jason is an ex that my husband doesn't know about. Well, not really an ex. She says it's more like a weekend fling. But am I the a-hole for wanting to name my baby Jason, even though it's my ex?
Oh, man. Oh, my torn. Oh, I don't know. I mean, if it's an ex that had some meaning, I think it's more okay than a weekend fling.
I disagree. I think if it meant nothing and you just really like the name, then that's okay. But if he really meant something to you and then you name your kid after it, ooh, you better hope your husband never finds out about that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out in my head what's worse. Because the weekend fling must have meant something if she remembered the name Jason.
Yeah, but maybe she just likes the name Jason and his name happened to be Jason.
So
She wouldn't be feeling bad about naming that baby Jason if it wasn't a little something in there.
And then
just name that baby Jason if you like the name Jason, but you think about that boy.
That's the problem is every time you mention him, she's going to remember that weekend fling.
Well, can I just add, I would probably leave that tidbit out for your husband. I would not tell my husband that I had a weekend fling with a guy named Jason And
so
now
you're
I want to
saying-
name the what
You're saying she
he
is the
doesn't
a-hole,
know.
then?
No, but what he doesn't know can't hurt you, can't hurt your relationship.
Is she the a-hole for naming her son after a weekend fling? 704-570-9595. Get to us. We'd love to hear your opinion on Am I the a-hole with Maney and LauRen. Weekend flings for you. That's us. We're in the middle of Am I the a-hole? What do you guys think? 704-570-9595. Your opinion matters. LauRen didn't want to use her name in Am I the A-hole, but they DM'd us. And they said what, Ren?
She said, I'm pregnant with my third baby, and my first two are named after my husband's family, but he's letting me pick this name. And it's a boy. I like the name Jason. However, Jason is an ex-boyfriend, or rather, someone I had a weekend fling with. But am I the a-hole for wanting to name this baby Jason, even though it's an ex?
And typical to the way the show works, I have an opposite opinion about everything that people are texting in and what LauRen was saying, which is like, it was just a weekend fling. It's no big deal. To me, the weekend fling makes it sound like it is a bigger deal. If it wasn't that big of a deal, then that name Jason wouldn't stick with you. It is such a common name.
But maybe she liked that name before she
should have said that in the DM. We can't assume that. We have to assume that when she met Jason, she realized she liked the name Jason.
It hit that spark in the back of her head.
That's the problem, yeah. That's the issue. 704-570-9595. Is she an a-hole for naming the child after one of her flings, a weekend fling? The other two kids are named after people at her husband's family, as far as she knows.
Right.
Maybe there's a Sparkles in the family. Who knows? Hey, Meg.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good. Meg, what do you think about this situation?
So I do agree that she's not an a-hole if her husband doesn't know about it. My beef with her and where I think she's kind of a-hole-ish is you have a chance, finally, to name a kid, and you're going to name your child one of the most basic names.
Ah.
It's like give your child, take out what you like and give your child a name that means something, that's strong, you know?
But Meg, I think what you just said is like leaning towards her being the a-hole because that is the exact right thing. So then she is being the a-hole because that name Jason means more to her than she thinks it does.
Very solid.
She
Very
thinks
good
that
perspective.
one-night stand or that weekend stand was tremendous. Thanks, Meg. Leanne, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
You're on Am I the A-hole? What do you think? Is she the a-hole for naming her son after a weekend fling?
Yeah, I would probably stay away from that just because she's already worried about it, already having to keep something away from her husband. It's a lifelong decision that if she regrets it later, she can't change it.
I like that. It's a rocky foundation.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Mary texted in, and she said, yeah, a-hole for sure. Put the shoe on the other foot. If your husband named the daughter after his fling, that would be wrong. Don't do it. There's plenty other names to choose from. And by the way, the name Jason is taking an absolute beating. What a blah, boring name. Someone says she's not. It's just a fling. If you like the name, go for it. My son's name is Jason, and he's named after my ex's older brother. I don't think of him when I see my son. My little Jason has grown into his own name.
Yeah.
Someone says I will never name my child after anyone I ever slept with. That's weird. I don't need the reminder of the fling every time I call my child. Interesting how different we all feel, right? Okay. We found this off of Your Tango. It is the 10 things that servers secretly hate you do.
Okay.
So these are things that we do and the servers secretly hate it. Al, I forget. Were you ever a server?
No, that was never in my path.
Yeah, you tried to get hired at Chuck E. Cheese. We all remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was
Traumatic
about.
story. They told you
That was
no.
weird. I don't know why they did that.
I was a server. You were never a server.
I worked at Dairy Queen. I was a soft server. Hey,
Okay. All right.
no, but like at the Dairy Queen I worked at, it was only ice cream, and it wasn't a restaurant. Like you came up to the counter and ordered and left.
So are you still sensitive when you go out to eat about things that you do that would irritate your server?
No.
Because like I am.
Yeah, because you were a server.
Yeah, but even still, like sometimes, because I know servers hate this, because I used to hate this.
Yeah, tell me. Let's see if it's on the list in the top 10.
You drop something off at the table, and each time you come back to the table, they ask for something different instead of asking for everything at one time. Like if you wanted ranch, ketchup, and honey mustard, don't let me like bring you the ketchup, and then you say, "Oh, can I have honey mustard too?" And then I come back with the honey mustard, and you're like, "Oh, I forgot the ranch." I'm like, "Girl,
that's not on the list." But what is on the list is when you don't say please or thank you. Some people just say, I'll have this or I want that.
Oh, and even when my kids order or get brought something to the table, I'm like, make sure you say thank you.
Yeah. These are the 10 things servers secretly hate. When you come in 15 minutes before you close, everyone in the kitchen hates you too, not just the servers.
I be knowing what I'm going for. I know what I'm going for.
Al, you saying you keep it quick?
I keep it quick.
And trying to give them some money.
You know?
He just went into a place like 15 minutes before closing the
I
other
remember.
day. Yeah.
And they served you, though. Yeah.
They get served.
When you walk in, it's the table that hasn't been cleared. It's got dirty dishing on it. It's obviously not ready. Servers secretly hate when you do that.
Yeah, because you're rushing them along, although I did do that this weekend.
Oh, LauRen.
Guilty.
Let's
I actually
see,
bust the table for them.
You
so
said, I'm going to go ahead and knock this down for y'all.
Yeah.
Here you go, grabbing your plate or your drink off the tray that they're holding. It seems like you're helping, but if you can't hold the whole thing, you might change the balance and everything will spill.
I would be like, dang, hungry. Can I get it to you first before you start snatching it off the tray?
Yep. Also, number 3 is ... Don't bust your own table. We'll clear it.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it's on the list.
Sorry.
Parents who let their kids drop and throw stuff everywhere and don't pick it up.
Yeah, that's
If you leave a mess, make sure you leave a big
tip.
There you go. When people insist on sitting outside, then complain about the temperature or the noise or the bugs. Oh, how annoying is that? Snapping or whistling to get their attention. Miss. Hey,
Yeah.
Never. I would never do that.
Check.
Yeah,
A
that's
wave
crazy.
is fine, they say. If they don't see you at first, give them a minute. You're probably not their only table. You know,
Yeah.
they're busy. There is a problem, though, and it becomes a little bit of a black hole, and that is the servers and it's not just one restaurant. It seems to be all the restaurants I go to. There's a little bit of a black hole between when you're done with your meal and you're ready for your check. That seems to be a longer waiting period than it should be. I get that when you get there, they come pretty quick. Good servers do. Take your drink order. Then, right, Al, you order your food. Then you got to wait because you know it's being prepared. So you have patience to wait 30 minutes or so, which I think is a good amount of time. 30 and under should be good. But then after you're done eating, you're waiting, you're done, and you're like just ready to go, especially if you have
Sitting there
kids.
full. Oh, my goodness.
And they don't come back to the table. And
See,
then
I'm in no rush after I finish eating.
with the kids and
I
stuff,
was about to
though,
go to sleep.
yeah.
It depends.
Like, we're done, especially if we have the kids. Like, we're ready to go. It's
Yeah.
over. Our bellies are full. So come bring us the check. But lastly, someone says, this is what's really annoying, is acting like a regular when you're not a regular. Don't expect special treatment if you only come in twice a year. Once a week, you're a regular. Once a month, maybe. But other than that, you're not a regular. We don't know what you want. That's probably a big bartender thing.
That was like, you had that Italian restaurant that you loved
yeah.
that you would go to like once a week, kind of, right?
Yeah,
You were
a couple
regular.
times a month. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Did they know you? Like, could you walk in and be like, I'll have my usual?
Well, I never said the name on the air because I didn't want anybody to know about it. I did the opposite for them. I didn't give them a free plug.
Yeah.
But I'll say it now. It was called Ricchio's. And for those of you in Augusta and Fayetteville, like, just think of, like, I don't know, your favorite little quiet, older spot. Couple tables, not big at all.
That you didn't want to share with anybody.
I didn't want to share it with anybody because the food was so good. I loved going there.
Well,
and then
look what happened.
Ricky sold it. Well, Ricky sold it to somebody, and the new owner just didn't have it. It was in the family forever, and then once Ricky sold it, it went out of the family.
Dang, had you maybe gave him a little plug.
Right.
Thanks, Al. You're probably right.
Hey, it's LauRen from the Maney LauRen Morning Show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video. And if you love podcasts, we have our full show podcast and the Wrap Party podcast.